here are your top 4 contestants on The Next Titan. The auditions for Season 4 Next Titan took off at the Federal Capital City of Nigeria, Abuja, where many hopefuls turned out to audition to be prospective Titans. The cities of Enugu and Port Harcourt were not left out, as the audition train journeyed down to their environs, thereby giving everyone at least a fair chance to come on board.
And you know, down to the city of Lagos, which is the capital of the hustler. Congratulations, both of you made it.
The boot camp, a secluded location removed from the ever-bustling jammed Lagos metropolis. Its environs is endowed with serenity and nature's elements suitable for this feat. The gala night, an auspicious event put together in honor of 60 contestants, was full of glitz and glamour. However, for the hopeful potential Titans, it was a night of heightened expectation and optimism.
I present to you the Titans!
All I get is white thoughts. Wait now. When I'm with you, all I get is white thoughts. Hey. Wow, wow, wow.
Stop it!
Hey.
Stop it!
Wow, wow, wow.
This child is born saddled with the responsibility of his heritage.
We have 2 people that have been saved. Temitayo, you are evicted.
I look forward to coming back on the show as a judge.
Back in the house, the contestants have a guest. It's the ginger song crooner by the name LAX.
Most importantly, we're going to invest in customer retention.
Shola, you are evicted. I'll give you guys an opportunity to critique one another.
What Desmond does is, whenever he sees the camera, he carries placards and he starts shouting, "We have event, we have." It does not send message. But Desmond was all about making noise and shouting things that were not part of it.
All of you should be proud of your performance. Desmond, you are evicted.
Next Titan Season 4, Big Thinking for Big Impact. Proudly brought to you by Heritage Bank in association with Sifel School, official supporting sponsors.
Back in the house, the final 4 contestants received their final tasks delivered to them by the host of the show, Tony K.
Hi guys, congratulations! And this is the last week of the competition, and your task for the week will focus on your personal business idea, which is the very reason you need the 5 million naira and a brand new car. In this task, each contestant is free to bring in a maximum of 2 supporters, either from family, friends, or previously evicted contestants, to join you in achieving this task. Now, you are expected to Form 2 groups either via balloting or through mutual agreement and organize a business launch event to an audience comprising the target market of the 2 people in the same group. You also have to organize an event where you can launch and showcase your business to your target audience and create awareness for your product services. And in achieving this, you are free to request for donors for venues and other supports you may need. You shall also do presentations on the business launch to the judges and audience on the final show. Now, you also have to do a promotional video advert for your business, which will be played back to the judges and audience of the finale show. And of course, write a detailed business plan of your business idea, which you shall present in 5 minutes to the judges and audience of the finale show. And of course, showcase your products or services to the judges and the audience. Well, you are expected to source for donors of venues and other support you may need. Okay, so the task is to be implemented in... Definitely, you will be judged based on the following: clarity of your business plan, sustainability and viability of your business idea as seen in your business plan and during your presentations, and showcasing of products and ideas during the finale, success of your business launch, and creativity of your advert copy. So there's more to it. Are you ready for that part? Good luck! From the lead judge, Harry Booker.
Their task has been given to them. They have 72 hours to achieve this. With this being the final task of the event, the smell of the winning bounty can be sniffed very close by in the air. This is it.
Oh, that's a lot. All right. For the tax also, we have duplicates.
The contestants are to make 2 groups. To achieve this, they decide to carry out a ballot. They write on each piece of paper the numbers 1 and 2. 2 persons write number 1 behind, and another 2 persons write number 2. The papers are juggled up together, and then they all pick from it again. Whosoever picks number 1 is joined to form a group, and whosoever picked number 2 is joined to form another group.
Oh, yeah, start calling your numbers.
1. Go and meet Amaka.
Kennedy and Sam gets paired up, while Adenike and Amaka are paired up in another group.
So I think we just move on to the next thing.
They then do the usual, go away to think and strategize plans for executing their tasks.
Like a synergy.
They want to see how we can strengthen.
Yes.
Alright, so are we going and do the usual?
Let us good luck, my dear.
Thanks. The next Titan Season 4, Big Thinking for Big Impact, proudly brought to you by Heritage Bank in association with Sifak School, official supporting sponsors.
I was paired with Nike.
I was paired with Kennedy.
I'm working with Amaka for this task.
My challenge is the aspect of not knowing Lagos. So if anyone comes to mind, it's Sam.
Having coexisted in the house and worked either as co-team members or opposing team members, the contestants express their views and concerns regarding working with each other on this new task.
So, we've done a couple of tasks together too. So, he's a good guy, he's a great guy, so I have no issues with him. So it's cool.
To us now, it's become clear that the heat is now on, and then we have to bring on our A game. If we are playing 100%, now we have to play at 105%, because I don't think any one of us spent over 2 months here just to come and drag leg at the finals.
What brought me here is the fact that I want to serve these people. I want to give them what they want, and to do that, my target audience, which is the mass market.
For this particular task and the rest of the tasks we've had, I think in that case I really rely on God. So working with Nike, I think for me it's the best.
The beautiful thing about knowing people and knowing their qualities or things that you feel threatened,
about them is that you can easily leverage on that fact, and then which makes it good.
I think we're all good. I don't see anyone as a threat, honestly. I just know that Kennedy is on top of his game, Sam is on top of his game, Nika is on top of her game, I am on top of my game. So for me, we're all good. So it's just for me to do best what I'm supposed to do and do it the most. So watch out for that.
I know people, an ancient collection of tribes, histories stretching from parchments in Timbuktu to groundnuts, pyramids and knock art, a civilization that spawned magic from bronze. We were kings and queens once, before Lugar the Mongol Pack. Hold your history books to the light, check the facts. How we invented language to teach wisdom and medicine to heal ourselves. There was an empire in Oyo, republics in the east, warriors in the south, and every hamlet in the north had its sage, or people of culture and heritage, reclaiming their civilization from the sea of self-doubt, one idea at a time, every river feeding an ocean like believers to a dream. Every legacy has its story, and yours is about to begin. Heritage Bank, your timeless wealth partner.
With the new Ford EcoSport, your world just got bigger.
The 4 contestants, having done their tasks, now exit the house to head for the boardroom for one final time. Today, they will know which one amongst them has made the journey to count for winning the grand prize of 5 million naira and the car. The grand finale was full of glitz and glams. All of the sponsors, partners, contestants and support of the show were fully represented at the occasion to grace the new winner for the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, quickly, we're going to have fun today.
So we'd like to say welcome to everyone here. We'd like to say God bless you. I'd like to just start with our judges. Before we even start the show, I'd like to welcome them specially. I was going through Mr. Tonyeko's Instagram handle, and I noticed that he's reading a book for women. I just wonder why you're doing that, sir. But welcome, God bless you, sir. Mrs. Lillian, you're always looking beautiful. God bless you. Welcome, ma. One more time, I'd like to welcome you anywhere you're seated in this great hall. We're here to witness one person being crowned as the next Titan, and that one person will walk home with 5 million naira in his bank account to create more jobs, and also with a brand new Ford Ranger to go the distance.
Though it was an event to officially unveil and commemorate the new winner for the show, it wasn't void of entertaining elements. The dance group Big Dreams were there to display their talents.
Girl, I have a question to ask you today. Will you marry me even though I met you today? And she said, you don't even know my father. Oh, the mommy, you don't know my mother. Come in, Messiah. Can you pay my rent price? It's just $1 million. Easy, jaja, take it slow. Collect on your mother, you jaja. Easy, jaja.
Please clap for them.
30 billion for the account, yo.
Amen. Amen. Now, hold on. Before we move on, hold on. Now, you see, I studied electrical engineering. Poverty will make you discover yourself. I looked for job in Warri for 1 year, 1 full year. One day I was sitting in my house out of starvation and poverty. Something ministered to me, say, you can talk. I say, thank you, Lord Jesus. I worship you. I called my father and said, Daddy, I'm into the talking business now. He said, my son, as long as you are not hungry, this country, your destiny will not change. Please, we want to bring two people up just shortly to say their experience from the Next Titan House. Please, Edu Shola. Tolu and Kionla, please, can you come? All right, we're going to allow you to say a few words briefly. What did you take out from the show? I mean, it's Next Titan Season 4, and I believe that it's been an awesome time. Nobody's happy about you being evicted, but it happened.
As an entrepreneur, you have to have that spirit of resilience, right? No matter the challenges that might come your way, you have to keep going.
The most important thing I learned was the fact that you have to always plan and strategize, no matter what you're doing. Because if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail.
Can you help me celebrate these two amazing guys, Edu Shola and Tolu? We'd like to call on the executive producer of this show. Please put your hands together for one man we love so much, Mr. Mide Akinlaja Kunle. Please put your hands together for him, please.
Good evening, distinguished guests. I want to say a big thank you to everyone here this evening for coming to witness the grand finale of the season 4 of the Next Titan Nigeria. In the past 3 years, and with the support of our sponsors and judges, we have been able to give out millions of naira and brand new cars to young entrepreneurs with a deliberate attempt to inspire their spirit of entrepreneurship, not only the contestants, but also the millions of other young aspiring entrepreneurs who are watching the show, and to encourage them to see entrepreneurship as a viable career option. This evening again, we are going to be witnessing another epoch-making and life-changing event as one of the 4 finalists of the Next Titan Nigeria we have is our dream come true. Once again, I want to thank all our guests for coming to show their support and love. God bless you.
Also, the representative for the CEO of a major sponsor of the show, Heritage Bank, was there to deliver a salutary speech.
I must tell you that you are all winners. Whilst you people were in the house, I'm sure you've learned a lot of things that are very invaluable. You've learned strategy. You've learned teamwork. You've also had the judges who have been supporting the bank and its sponsors throughout the season. You've had them mentor you. Now, these things cannot be bought. These are the things you learn. You learn from people who are experienced in their areas of expertise. You cannot buy that. So I must say that you people should congratulate yourselves.
Good evening, everyone.
Then a short speech delivered by the associate sponsor, CFAX Group, was made.
I bring greetings from His Excellency, Dr. Taiwo Afolabi, the Consul General to Djibouti in Nigeria, and the Group Executive Vice Chairman of CFAX Group. Let me start by congratulating the 4 lucky finalists who will be slugging it out for the ultimate prize this evening. Without doubt, you are all winners, bearing in mind that the journey started with thousands of people who applied and auditioned across the country for a place on the show. The fact that you are still in the running of the last day of the show speaks of your brilliance, creativity, and tenacity. That is the reason CFAX Group has been a sponsor of this show over the years.
Good evening, distinguished ladies and gentlemen.
A speech by the representative of the CEO, Coast Charis Motors, was also delivered.
Basically, today, it's not a night for speeches. Like Zion had said, I'm not here to market. I'm only here to encourage those that brought all of us here. And I believe those are the 4 finalists. So the encouragement here, it's all about believe in what you believe in, push as much as you can, and of course success is always a good story that has many parents, because failure will always remain an orphan. So let's have fun tonight. Thank you very much and congratulations.
I'd like to bring in one girl we all love so dearly. Put your hands together for Monica in the building, please. Monica.
Yeah.
I don't mind to follow you to Sokoto. Anywhere you want to, baby, make we go. Boy, I am ready, Egypt, hey. Boy, I don't mind to dance your color. Don't mind to follow you to Sokoto. Anywhere you want to, baby, make we go. Boy, I am ready, Egypt, let's go. Kololo. Hey, nah. Oh, nah, nah. Hey, kololo. Hey, nah. Boy, I'm loving the way. Hey, let's go. Kololo. Hey, nah. Oh, nah, nah. Hey, kololo. Let's go. Hey, nah. Boy, I'm loving the way.
I am gap-toothed black girl, back corner of class, scribbling left-handed poetry on blank paper. Save the school's curriculum for later. I am overflowing tales by moonlight, that informal education. Trickling off the tip of my grandmother's tongue, you will find my mother's tongue here. A fast and fluent Yoruba, crisscrossing English, hidden messages in prose and proverbs call it Yorubanglish. And I am the miracle of melody, nestled deep in the groove of a rich high life rhythm, a child of the marriage of hip hop and Afro beats, and you can hear our voices pulsing beneath the skin of a talking drum, commanding hips to move without caution. And I am sky high, gilly, bold and beautiful. We redefine fashion, wear our stories around our necks and from our ears so we never forget the voices of our ancestors. This heritage, this heartbeat, this is who I am. Heritage Bank, your timeless wealth partner.
Welcome to CFAX Group. CFAX Group is proudly a Nigerian company with a global service spirit and with diversified investment in conglomerates such as CFAX Shipping, CFAX Updock Nigeria, CFAX Clearing and Forwarding Limited, CFAX Haulage and Logistics Limited, Sakul Skyway Aviation Handling Company Limited, Ports and Cargo Handling Services Limited. CFAX Group is indeed a leader and corporate authority affecting the economic status quo in Africa and with presence in other countries of the world. CFAX has been visible in positively influencing young entrepreneurs in Africa. CFAX Group, a pride of Africa.
I'd like to bring up the last four titans. Put your hands together for Adenike Ogundoro.
Hi guys, my name is Ogundoro Adenike and I am a baker for the mass market. I decided to go into business 2016, but before then I was baking as a hobby. I've been a hobby baker for a very long time. Now I heard about the Next Titan TV reality show on Instagram, so I decided to apply. At the audition, slightly stressful for me, but I'm glad I'm here today. My experience in the Next Titan has been wonderful. I've been stretched beyond boundaries. It has been an awesome experience. Being under the mentorship of the judges too has been really wonderful. For the prize money of 5 million naira, now that is going to help me first of all to expand my business, and also the Ford Ranger, yes, is going to help me with logistics and transport. I would just like to advise you guys that we've grown together as a family. We've learned a lot. All the tasks from the first week, it has impacted in us knowledge that we can take out there and implement in our business to make ourselves better on a daily basis. So please guys, don't give up. Take everything you learned from here and take it out there and even be better than some people that were here. Let me just put it that way.
Please put your hands together as I bring up Sam Dioka.
My name is Dioka Chemeka Samuel. I produce alternative to single-use plastics. What we're trying to do is to use plant fibers and plant materials to create things that you can use other than using plastics. I decided to go into my business full-time at the beginning of this year, 2017, after my NYSC, because I felt entrepreneurship is the way to go. I heard about the Next Titan reality TV show online. One day I was just going through my Facebook page and I saw the banner for the Next Titan. So I applied, got into the auditions. I had to wait. There was a lot of people there in Enugu. I think about more than 200 of us. So when I walked into the audition room and I met the judges, oh dear, it wasn't funny. I was so tensed up, I was so agitated. But I had to calm myself. And then when I started presenting to the judges, they loved my product. They loved what I was doing. But you see, the thing is, I have met 15 amazing people on this show in the academy. 15 amazing, erudite entrepreneurs with beautiful ideas. What I'm going to do with the prize money is I want to erect a medium-sized factory and buy some machines that I need for mass producing my bags. And with the car, it will help me for ease of access. It will help me to reach out to my customers on time. My words of my colleagues who don't end up winning this prize today, keep at what you're doing. Don't stop. One day, it's going to break for you and you'll get that thing you've been looking for.
Please put your hands together, if you will. Amaka Nora.
Hello. Yeah, I'm coming.
Okay. Hi everyone, my name is Amaka Judith Mora. In 2014, that was when the whole decision came, and I'm like, I really like shoes, so I produced shoes. Then for the Next Titan, at the time I felt it was something maybe I could just come, pitch my idea and hear all what would help me make it better and probably get the winning prize and go. Not to hear that I will have to stay for 10 weeks. Wow. It just trains you by force, every part of entrepreneurship. So it's really impactful for me. With 5 million and a car, yes, I'll be able to get a factory and machines that I need to start up with. So to all my colleagues that didn't make it, don't worry, you already have the tool, so you're going to make it over and over and over. Alright, thank you guys.
Please, Kennedy is one great guy. Put your hands together for Kennedy. Yeah.
My name is Kennedy. Yeah. I'm an agropreneur and I'm focusing on cultivation of herbs and spices. I decided to go fully into my business because prior to that I've been in the lecturing world, and then I've had a picture bigger than life. Many things were running in my mind. Traveling all the way from Enugu to Lagos to go and audition, and they send you back home. I just thought about it. That was going to be crazy.
Excessive importation. I tell them to stop the rice in Abakaliki and I'll bring rice from China. Are you getting me? Are you with me? Now I tell them to stop the cars from Innocent. I'll bring cars from China. I'll bring it from Tokyo and I'll bring it from Japan. Are you with me?
The Next Titan as a whole has been very challenging. 2 words to describe this whole experience, I would say challenging and very, very impactful.
Now we go to places and then we try to all work at the same time, addressing the people. But what Desmond does is whenever he sees the camera, he carries placards and he starts shouting, we have event, or we have... It does not send message.
What I'll do with the prize money of 5 million naira, wow, that's some money. I'll definitely go straight into cultivation and marketing of my herbs and spices. We all are titans, having made it this far. I'll say keep the flag flying, be the titan you have become, and then all the things we've learned from the wonderful judges, just try and implement them 100-fold.
Good evening, contestants. How is your experience in the Next Titan Academy?
It has been a very wonderful ride. I'm really elated and I'm excited that I even made it to top 4. So it has been awesome an eye-opener?
It's been an amazing journey for me. Being here today is like a dream come true. It's like a miracle for me. And I'm glad to be here. I've learned a lot. Anything is possible in 3 days. I've learned that here.
For me, it's been a very beautiful experience. Every week, I look forward to getting something much more than I'd always known. So it's been very impactful. I can't wait to already start executing on what I've learned.
In the words of Judge Chris Park, strategy, planning is one thing we've learned so far to push our business ideas forward. Thank you very much for impacting us.
Okay, I'm going to give each one of you a chance to make your presentation. Kennedy, you are on. 5 minutes.
I'm into farming and cultivation, and it was very, very tasking. So I had to create the future of my product, which is the processing and packaging of herbs and spices. Please do take a look.
My name is Kennedy. Today we are launching our products. We are contestants on the Next Titan TV reality show. So quickly, what I do is, I'm a farmer. There is no existing big company who does mass cultivation of herbs and spices, which we use in cooking our stew. When you go to restaurants, you go to hotels, you eat food. And that's why we at Blue Leaf, we are going into mass cultivation of what? Herbs and spices. So we can bridge the rate at which Nigeria is importing herbs and spices. So proudly, we are farmers and we are proud to be what? Cultivating herbs and spices. This is the space we are filling in, the niche we are filling in. We are farming for these people so we can cut down on importations and every other thing. This, once we are through with our packaging, and we start seeing it, and it's entirely different from everything we are having here.
What we have here is something showing our farm and our spices, and we are selling the world 100% organic farming, which is something that is not conventional in Nigeria because everybody is patronizing fertilizers. This is the futuristic of it. We are saying that every meal is a story. Why? Because when we use our herbs and spices, you are getting the original flavor and taste which you are supposed to get when you cook from the direct leaves, which is what you don't find because most processing companies, they tend to add additives and colors to them, and this thing comes down to Nigerians and they are very dangerous to our health.
Hello, Chef Joe. Please, you have to help me. Today, I'm trying to celebrate my wife, so I decided to prepare lunch for both of us. But the challenge I'm having is that this stew I'm cooking, I don't understand. The smell, the taste, I'm not getting it. Hello? Hello? I've been trying. How do you do it?
Here's the secret.
Okay.
Blue Leaf Herbs and Spices. We are the home of African herbs and spices. 100% organically farmed without chemical additives, no artificial fertilizers. On the processing, processed under hygienic conditions. No preservatives, no additives. Take advantage of our spices to give you that sweet smelling and mouth-watering taste you crave for. Blue Leaf Herbs and Spices. Get nourishment, get health.
Thank you very much.
Adenike.
Uncle's Cakery is an innovative bakery business that specializes in the creation of cupcakes, dessert cakes, and custom orders for the mass market. The vision is to be one of the biggest bakery brands with branches spreading across Nigeria, and the mission is to be the lead provider of good quality cakes with easy accessibility for the mass market. So these are the problems facing the baking business today: high prices of cakes, the difficulty in accessing good quality cakes, health issues bordering baked goods, and unemployment of able-bodied citizens. These are the solutions we have preferred to these problems. First of all, we developed quality recipes. I took recipes, already existing recipes, and I worked on them and developed them over time through substitution method and tailored it to the mass market.
The cake slices come as 2x3, 2x2, or 3x3. That's in inches. We have dessert cake sizes 8 inch, 10 inch, and 12 inch.
Welcome to Uncut Cakery,
where each masterpiece is carefully put together. Our developed recipes have been tailored to meet your pocket and taste your taste buds. Careful attention to details and clean finishing is our watchword. Our mobile app makes it easy for you to get your cakes on the go. Let's make your next event memorable. Buy from Uncut Cakery today. Download our mobile app from Play Store and App Store and start placing your orders. Uncut Cakery makes you want more.
Amaka, you're next.
Thank you so much, judges. My name is Amaka Mwara and I produce footwears. To start with, I'm sure there is no one that is barefoot here. We're all wearing shoes. That is to say, there is no one that doesn't need shoes. Now that brings me to my company. I'm the CEO of Amjuro's Shoes. We produce quality leather footwears. When the skin gives you that result. Yes, it's the works of our hands, making every piece just to suit you. Happy to take you through the day's work. It is durable, strong, trendy, and most comfortable. By quality. By comfort. By class. It's Amjuro's. We make this for both men and women. We do not just make shoes for you. We want to be a companion. We want to ensure that while you wear the shoes, you feel like you're with someone, you feel like you're with a friend. That can only happen if you're comfortable. So that's what we sell. Here in the country, there are a lot of Nigerians, a lot of graduates, a lot of non-graduates, undergraduates that didn't even go to school, all looking for jobs. Do you know the number of persons a factory can take in? Now we want to help out with that.
I am very excited to see every one of us here and for honoring this invitation within such a short notice. And thank you so much, my wonderful model. Amjuro's is
your home for quality footwear. We do not just give you footwear. We do not just want you to just wear shoes. We want to be your companion. And so it's important for us that while you wear our shoes, you're comfortable.
Sam, you are on.
My name is Dioka Chameka Samuel, and I'm the CEO of Juto Bags. So, I make bags.
The earth, our home, is being damaged and destroyed by pollutants in the environment, especially plastic bags. These bags end up in our drainages, in landfills, causing environmental hazards. But a new day has come. Introducing the all-new Juto bags made out of plant fibers and other natural materials. It can be used for shopping, for play, and it has swag. Imagine our environment without plastic bags. Imagine a beautiful and clean world. Juto bags, proudly Nigerian.
What am I trying to do? I make bags to combat the effects of nylon and polythene bags in Nigeria. You would agree with me that in Lagos today, with over 21 million people, you have a lot of nylon bags everywhere. There's pure water bags everywhere. There's polythene bags everywhere. We're trying to curb that environmental problem by creating bags made out of plant materials, out of plant fibers, and out of plants.
These are jute bags. These are bags made out of jute materials, jute fiber, plant fiber basically. Okay, this is about 500 naira. And think of the fact that you can use this for 6 months. Now the thing is, people think that if you buy nylon bags, it's cheaper. Imagine you go to the market every week and spend 15 naira on nylon bags. Calculate how much you spent in a year.
With the new Ford EcoSport, your world just got bigger.
Some say Africa's golden era is gone. A time when great African kings and queens built their dreams into empires, stretching across the continent and beyond. But we say a new era is upon us. A new set of African kings and queens are on the rise. Driven by the same wealth of character as the kings and queens before them. Building new empires of enterprise with the right partnership. So rise up wherever you are, new kings and queens of Africa. Embrace your full potential and be proud of your heritage. Heritage Bank, your timeless wealth partner.
I'm going to give each one of you an opportunity to ask or critique the other contestants.
Amaka, I have a question. In fact, I have questions for you. First of all, the name of your business sounds very misleading. It sounds like a fashion or perfume, whatnot. I'm curious. I don't understand.
You said I'm curious. It sounds like fashion. It's anywhere. It's under fashion. Just to let you know. Meanwhile, Amjuros did not just become. It's a registered company under the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and it's actually my name's.
Okay, something for you, Sam. You were talking on hitting, I don't know how many persons in Kenya, and I don't know, and you didn't tell us like those you were hitting more here. I understand that you said yes in supermarkets, this and that, but you said Ebano. I got that. But if you're putting all your effort trying to get those, you're not really started yet. I think Lagos is a huge market. So why would you leave Lagos? You would leave the rest of and start targeting those ones you haven't even started well with.
As a businessman, when you see opportunity, you take it. You don't just wait and say, okay, because I'm not selling here now, I don't sell anywhere else. And that's what happens.
You are trying to solve the problem of plastics in the environment. Then, in the course of it, you are creating another problem. These bags you get, you didn't mention sterilization, you didn't mention anything. And what you do is just to make quick money, you cut them, you sell it off to the man in the street. Because he does not understand, you are endangering his life.
I don't know if you have touched the bags or smelled them. We sterilize this bag, we clean these bags.
I will now give a chance to the judges to make their assessment.
Kennedy, I'm disappointed there's no fresh herbs and spices, because that's an open market here. But moving on, you've chosen to go with dry herbs and spices. I think it's excellent that they're Nigerian. I think it's excellent that you're going with no use of fertilizers, etc. I think it's very good. But I actually think you have a very strong product. I think it's very good.
Well done, guys. You guys are all winners. And that's not a cliche statement. You know what you have been through to be here. I was looking for a great idea. But well done, Kennedy. Again, you have something going, and I see something in you, but I have no doubt that you will make a success out of this, given the opportunity. Sam, again, very good idea, and very applaudable that you're going to something environmentally friendly. The world needs it. Nigeria needs it at this point. But there's a challenge. The biggest challenge I find with your business idea is that it's a difficult one, because it's something that you're going to have to need some policy initiative to back before it can succeed.
I'll start off by taking all of this like this, every single one of them, and just throwing them away. So I took time to read them. Chris has already said business plan was terrible. And so I decided that, you know what, let me leave the business plan. I read all of it. I'm going to the financials, and my goodness, I was worried. Adenike, cakes. You give us financials, and your financials was a lecture. Basically, you just put a beautiful lecture on what NPVs are, what internal rate of revenue is, what break-even point is. You described it, you gave the schedule, you gave us the formulas and all of that. For goodness sake, if 4 of us here cannot read NPVs and IRRs, we should not be here. Don't waste that type of presentation by giving us a definition of what an NPV is. Just go to the numbers. Your assumptions were totally wrong. And because you had wrong assumptions, your numbers were wrong. Amaka, first of all, you argued passionately that Andrew Rose is your name. And because it's your name, it's a good name. It does not matter. I just said as we finished, I said, so what? The fact that it's your name does not mean that it's a good name for a product. But let's get to your numbers. 650 million naira in sales in 3 months. 2.2 billion in 12 months. 2.2 billion. Billion. On a total expense, your total expense was 152,000 naira. You will make 2.2 billion spending 152,000 naira. You must either be Amazon, Google, or something. Your net profit was 1.28 billion in 12 months. It's what I read. You don't need to explain anything to me. I don't care whether it's a mistake. That's what I saw. So 1.28 billion on 0.012% of expense. That kind of business.
Now I'm going to come to the elimination stage. And I would like my fellow judges to give me one name that should be asked to leave.
Looking at someone who I would say will be evicted first, I can't really say. I can't really place my hand or anything. Nike has a very big, gigantic looking cake.
That's either Sam or Kennedy.
I don't really know who I would say, might be getting evicted out of the 3 of them, but I really don't think their pros are really that unique for me.
The judges have spoken. Amaka, you are evicted. Thank you very much.
They unanimously put up Amaka. Immediately, Amaka was out of the show. Welcome to CFAX Group. CFAX Group is proudly a Nigerian company with a global service spirit, and with diversified investment in conglomerates such as CFAX Shipping, CFAX Updock Nigeria, CFAX Clearing and Forwarding Limited, CFAX Haulage and Logistics Limited, Sakul Skyway Aviation Handling Company Limited, Ports and Cargo Handling Services Limited. CFAX Group is indeed a leader and corporate authority affecting the economic status quo in Africa and with presence in other countries of the world. CFAX has been visible in positively influencing young entrepreneurs in Africa. CFAX Group, a pride of Africa.
Bedmate Furnitures, dealers in all styling and comfort furniture services. Bedmate Furnitures has years of experience in the industry, and we have compiled one of the best portfolios of office furnitures and home furniture. Most of our decks and chairs are discount prices, and all furniture styles are available. If you want the best furniture for your office, choose Bedmate Furniture today. Bedmate Furnitures, for furnitures you can show off.
We are now coming down to the wire. I will ask my fellow judges to ask a question.
Sam, you've been listening to the feedback from us. Can you give me 3 things that you will change in your business immediately?
First, I'm going to change the way the product looks and feels, because now I understand that the market needs something that is functional. Right. But number 2 is I'm going to look more into changing my market segmentation. All right, understanding the market really well right now. And thirdly, I'm going to look forward to meeting the right people that will buy these products. Try to reduce the price. Maybe look at the raw materials that I use, look at the thing materials that I use, and try to bring down the price now so that I can be able to sell to the market.
Mike, I need you to win me over. Huh? I want to eat your cakes, I want to patronize you, I want to do a lot of things. But most importantly, I really want to love your idea. Now I remember that you talked about training and teaching. And I was trying to figure out whether that could be the center of your business. Because it's a bit different if you were going to do that. If you were going to do that, what would you do?
Okay, thank you very much, sir. If I'm to train students, for example, I put it in my business plan that bi-monthly beginners class, I'm going to have 3 stages: the beginners class, the intermediate class, and the advanced class. And for each training session, I'm going to have at least 5 students. For the beginners class, like I put in the business plan, is going to cost 60,000 naira, and they'll be trained for 2 months. 1 month will be for the full training, then 1 month will be for internship. Then same with the intermediate and then the advanced. So for each class bi-monthly, that's once in 2 months, there'll be at least 5 students for each class. So that's going to mean 15 students paying 60,000 naira per training. That is 60,000 times 15.
With training and all of that, would that make your business successful or not? Can you run a business plan on that and be a success?
Yes, I can run a business plan on that and be a success.
I'll be thinking about that.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, to Kennedy, what would you do differently? Where do you think is your catch? But I'm also curious to know, and this is a slightly off guard, I want to know what your vision is for Nigeria, what you sense is your purpose on this planet.
All right, thank you very much. Starting with the value chain, my niche, I want to play in the space of having hectares of land that will farm herbs and spices. I cannot play in the whole agricultural space, but I can focus on this and I can help Nigeria get a height in terms of exportation of this. Like George Chris Park rightly mentioned, there are some herbs and spices which I missed out on, which are very, very important, like the chili pepper and all of that. I'm going to see how I ensure that these things are available in mass so that we can subsidize the rate at which we import things. So I'll be the linking point for these processing companies because there are 1,001 of them. So I'll try to play in that space to be the #1 company that supplies to them. About my purpose in life, I've always been someone who
questions the status quo, someone who wants to think outside the box. I'm 22 years old, and then I'm not interested in maybe fashion or shoe, but I'm interested in something that can put Nigeria out there. The oil has dried up, and then there is no agriculture is what we are looking at. But I don't want to be dragging with everybody. I want to do something that can put Nigeria out there, and I think this is going to do that. So I want to salvage the condition of Nigeria's economy. Thank you.
Great. Good answers. As everyone had mentioned today, you guys are all winners. Think about that. But seriously speaking, you guys have put in a great deal of effort, and you are all winners. Unfortunately, somebody has to lose for someone to win.
Now they announce their position.
For the third position, Adenike.
Adenike is declared third runner-up. She doesn't seem too pleased.
The season 4 next Titan is Kennedy.
And finally, it was announced that Kennedy is the next Titan season 4 winner.
I was built to be the best, number one and nothing less. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision, oh I believe. I know I can count on me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Here we go, it's getting close. Now it's just who wants it most. It's just life, that's how it is.
I feel very, very excited. It has been a very tasking journey so far. 2 months here, come on. I left all the way in Enugu to here, and then I'm very, very happy I'm going back with something. I'm very, very excited. I thank the organizers of this program, and I thank the sponsors as well. It has been wonderful, and it has been God all the way.
It was a worthy journey indeed.
For the champions, for the champions, stand up. For the champions, for the champions, stand up. Stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions, stand up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up.